statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. They got to help him out. They got to play on.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And that's the first sack of the day. But I'll tell you what, this team's been doing it so far throughout the season. They're in the top 10 in sacks for a reason. They pin their ears back, and they get after quarterbacks.
Hand off to the fullback. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
The Judicials will punt it away on 4th down. Having to kick it away after a 3-and-out's not what they had in mind. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. So Penn State's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And after that performance last week, Jesse, it'll be interesting to see if they can get the big tight end as involved as he was a week ago.
He really did, and he was good out in the field. He was good down near the red zone. He's a matchup problem that you know this quarterback is going to be trying to find early in this game. The defense has to have a plan for him, David. It'll be interesting to see how they try to defend him.
Well, and that's the problem. It's so hard when your best playmaker is a tight end to plan for him because how you treat him is everything, and they can still run the football with him, and they can still throw it to him, and he's just a nightmare matchup, and, you know, you want to slow him down.
He's loose on the right, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Trying to turn the corner on the left. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Man, this defense is setting the tone early. 3-and-out on the first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, they get a TFL. They are sending a very clear and distinct message to this offense. They are going to set the tone of this game.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Turns it loose deep. He's got it on the left. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
Yeah, and obviously great play by the offense to keep the drive alive, and also a good find by the quarterback on 3rd down.
Looking for room, it's made. Moves it forward just a bit, a pickup of 1 to the 35.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They were really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. On the option. And the ball is free on the pitch. He picks it up, still on his feet. He'll be turned that disaster into a first down and came up a little short. The Nittany Lions have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to throw, it's Aller. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle.
Guys, let's think big picture for a minute and talk about Penn State. When you break into the top 5, halfway through the season, been flying under the radar, and that is no longer an option. You want to see if this team can...
Going for the big play. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Nittany Lions will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Going right to work up top. Unloads to the wideout. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. On first down, here comes this offense. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later and take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Knocked down behind the line for the second straight play, bringing up a third and lots of work to do. Off the play fake. Pressure coming. And the rush will get to him at the 25. And here comes the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. It is good. That brings them to within 1. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front. And as a result, they lose yardage.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Quarterback making checks. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Nittany Lions will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Here comes the heat. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Read option, and he'll keep it running right. And they snuffed out that play from the start. He probably should have given the ball to the back. Here comes the noise from this big crowd in Happy Valley on third down. On the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, that time on third down, they're trying to see if they can catch the defense napping. They go with the option play, but a great job by the defense being alert, being aware, anticipating it may come. Nothing there. They forced the negative play. Now setting up fourth down.
Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line.
Well,
opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. From the gun, the ground game. Fights off the defender. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
That play won't make the highlight reel except in the coaches' meetings as he works his way to the 39. The Nittany Lions are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He'll be stopped short, picks up 1, but they're facing 4th and 1.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, the inside give. He has the first and still on his feet. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. The Nittany Lions are rolling down the field. The option look. And he keeps it himself. A good decision there, and it gives this offense a 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Got a man. It's Singleton. Smashes through the tackle. He'll go out of bounds, and he steps out right at the 8-yard line, and this offense is in business. And the Nittany Lions will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, looking for the score. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. Power ahead. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
Coming out with it, it's slow. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. He'll start this drive going to the air. Going to try to get it himself. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. And the Judicials decide to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making it play.
Caught in the backfield, it's Singleton. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. Quick completion on the out route. And right in the middle of tight coverage, and he still makes the grab at the 15.
about the defense? How about the respect level for this guy? Double team him, and what happens? He still wins. You think the offense is going to continue to feature this guy?
On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to the ground with the running back. Touchdown, Penn State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. You know, the way he's going has me churning through the old memory bank here for the single-game touchdown record at Penn State. You know who that was?
I have no idea.
Well, everyone knows it was Harry Robb. Went to the house 6 times in 1917. And the returner goes down. Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Give to the fullback. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And on 2nd down for this offense. Goes to the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. These old girders are rocking on 3rd down here at Beaver Stadium. The give to the fullback. It's a seam wide open. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Judicials will punt this one away. A low line drive and short kick. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. To the air, it's Allard. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. He caught it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the 2nd half.
On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He's stopped in the backfield again. This defense trying to send a message they'll have to carry into halftime. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's York. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play. Jesse, that's like a throwback to yesteryear, tossing it to a pass-catching fullback.
Well, it's nice to know as a quarterback, when things aren't open downfield, you can find the big fella for a check down.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Complete out of the backfield. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, one of the best environments in the game, and Happy Valley has given us a fun first half. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis, and through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Beaver Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. And the Judicials will kick it away to crank up the 2nd half.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Saunders. Stopped at the 26, brought it out of the end zone, picked up an extra yard. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. They'll open the second half with a run. He'll push his way out to the 30, a pickup of 3.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. The Nittany Lions line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Motion from the back. They'll run the toss. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
I gotta be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. With the catch, it's made. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
You gotta love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Delay of game, offense.
The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Picks up the first down, still moving. Touchdown, Penn State! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Virginia is ahead right now in Charlottesville, but that's not exactly Sean Moore out there dominating this one. We are a long way from being over it. They're up by a field goal over Washington State. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll give it to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. caught in the backfield. It's O'Neal. And he's going to lose yardage. He was looking everywhere for just a little grass and a little air, and none to be found. The Judicials are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And I wish I could bring you some hope, but, man, this defense, again, you know, they already got the lead. They got their ears pinned back. They're rushing the quarterback. I know this one's over, but offensively, let's find a way to protect our guy, put something together. Maybe we find a way to make this respectable at some point in the football game.
And the Judicials will call on their punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down.
What a break. I tell you what, the returner caught a huge break. That football getting on the deck with all that speed on the field where he was able to go recover it.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. They'll run the option. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback. Somebody has to have the pitch. And most importantly, when you get there, you got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. The offense sets up shop at the 46 on 1st down. They're going to run it. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
The give out of the gun. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
The Nittany Lions have this offense rolling. They go to the ground. Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. He'll toss it. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down. And how about the timing on that pitch? The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Not this time. After finding running room on the previous play, nowhere to go this time around as the defense rises up. They'll try to make up for that last one on 2nd and 15. Setting up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. We've reached a break and Penn State is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up this 3rd down play. Gets the back moving. Scanning the field, it's Aller. Swings it out to his running back. He is stopped inside the 15 at the 14-yard line, and an interesting call here on 4th down. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. It's good. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And they just tacked on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we looking pretty good.
They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. We'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
This is a designed run. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus, and they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's in the fourth quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
Trying to make magic with his feet. As they say, touchdown, first down, or get down. He gets down.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. They've got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
He had nowhere to go with the football. Fourth down, he wants to make a play. I'd like for him to throw it up, to be honest. Try to give somebody an opportunity to make a play. Who cares if I throw a pick? It's fourth down anyways, but couldn't find anybody to get the ball off. Defense surrounds him, gets him to the ground with the sack.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
The Nittany Lions have it in scoring position on first and goal. Trying to barge their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the fourth, and now they can smell 8 straight wins.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called, guys, offensively all game long, or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were really disappointed not getting that first down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Man, this defense has been flying around. They are everywhere. There's 6 sacks on the day, spreading it around, multiple people coming from every angle. This QB has had a nightmare of a day.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Trying play action. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack. The Judicials will send out the punt unit. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. He gets it across the 25 to the 24, give him 5 on the carry. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Nittany Lions with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Oh, out of space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Man, this is a punch to the gut. When you know you're losing, and you know you got to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the football, and they still run the football down your throat. It's been that kind of day for this defense.
Down to the 12-yard line, it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Come on, set.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He'll pull it on the read. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. They've already converted a 4th down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. Going for the marker on the ground. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice. And they just got to take accountability. They have to understand, man for man in this offense, they've got to do a better job next time they're on the field.
When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game.